handy pass from a centre-back. Nani, away from Mata. Still Nani. Nani! Oh, brilliant! You can watch it again and again and again. Utterly outstanding from Nani, and United lead 2-0.
If you see the stunning action and spectacular goals from him, many people believe that Luis Nani will be a great player. But that incredible talent didn't last long.
The better of Gary O'Neill. Ronaldo calling for it on the far side, but he's gone for it! And how?
His name may not be as big as other Emil stars like Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo Beckham, or others. However, an extraordinary story about defending Manchester United is interesting to know. This time we will discuss one of Portugal's most talented players who faded too fast. Check out the review. Luis Carlos Almeida and Juna, or what we usually call Luis Nani, was born in November 1986, Tiamana, Portugal. Like most stories of great footballers born from a difficult and hard life, Nani is like that. His little life may have been more unlucky. Well, I've lived without buying love since I was a toddler. His father, an African immigrant, went nowhere. Meanwhile, his mother is known to have left him for the Netherlands until in the end, he never saw her again. Luis and his brother were raised by his mother's sister. Since he was a child, he has lived with various difficulties. He doesn't even have toys other than the round skin one. Nani, who lives in a slum in Amadora, a suburb of Lisbon, continues to draw his football talent. Until one day Sanka enrolled him in a football academy called Real Masama in '99. At a young age, Nani plays very freely. Until finally, his talent was monitored by one of the best football academies in Portugal, namely Sporting Lisbon, who then recruited him in 2003. Joining Lisbon, he had to travel a distance not too close to his home. His time of struggle was full of challenges, but he was determined to change his fate and that of his loved ones. Nani hopes he can follow in the footsteps of his inspiration Luis Figo, who also played for Sporting Lisbon. This dream became even more real after her hard work bore sweet fruit, because with the Sporting Academy, Ani's game developed so rapidly. In July 2005, Luis Nani was promoted to the first team of Sporting Lisbon at the age of 18. He became one of the best young players to come out of the academy. In his debut season, he immediately gained trust as a starting 11 under coach Paulo Bento. In the 2005-2006 season, he played 33 games with contributions of 4 goals and 6 assists. In the following seasons, Nani continued to play brilliantly. He helped Sporting win the Portuguese Cup. 2 seasons playing in the senior team, he was considered one of the most talented players in Portugal at that time. This talent then attracted the interest of Sir Alvaro Sen, who coached one of the strongest clubs in the world at that time, Manchester United. 4 years earlier, Verge had already acquired a brilliant young Portuguese talent in Cristiano Ronaldo. This time, players with almost the same background were brought back to Old Trafford. The transfer value of 25 million euros put Nani in the Manchester United uniform in the summer of 2007 at age 20. Actually, at that time, Emil's attack line was very capable with Ronaldo, Rooney and Luisha. But in order to stay on track for the title, Verge must make the depth of his squad not only good in the first team, but must also have good rotation players. Ferguson projected Lisnan's existence as a rotation in the wing striker sector, especially for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Eagles for United. Gardner's clearance. Nani picks up the loose ball and will try his luck. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Nani! And a celebration to match.
His spectacular debut goal against Tottenham in Week 4 of the 2007-2008 Premier League season seemed to be a greeting to United fans to remember that now, MU's great strikers are not only Ronaldo, Rooney and Teflis, but also Luis Nani.
Getting the better of Gary O'Neill. Ronaldo calling for it on the far side, but he's gone for it! And how?
His debut season with MU can be said to be quite impressive. Even though he only scored 4 goals in 41 matches throughout the season, these 4 goals are very memorable because they were created so spectacularly.
Through ball by Carrick to Nani.
Luis Nani. He did not score many goals in his first season because Ferguson did assign him as the main goal-scoring servant, namely Android Tevez or Ronaldo. This is evidenced by a score of 16 throughout the 2007-2008 season. Under the control of Ferg, Nani did not always get the main place. But he understands the risks of the player rotation strategy chosen by the manager. He didn't always play minutes, but in some matches, he played simultaneously with Ronaldo alternately on the left and right sides. His debut season felt even more beautiful because Manchester United managed to win a double winner by winning the Premier League and Champions League. Entering the 2008 to 2009 season, Luis Nani's performance declined.
Kicks out to Nani. Jono set on the overlap. That's a boy back in the middle here. He might go on his own. Oh, yes! What a wonderful way to even...
Nani, who actually has extraordinary talent, continues to be in the shadow of Cristiano Ronaldo. He is a player who is constantly compared to his compatriot. Even though, personally, the two of them have a very good family relationship. Outside influences always gave a different perception. Luis Nani. He was considered no greater than Ronaldo and inevitably was sidelined. Nani tends to be underestimated and considered no greater than imagined. Especially after Ronaldo left for Real Madrid in 2009, Nani's game was still unable to satisfy fans' expectations. That may have made his confidence slowly fade. Even so, he was still able to create goals that really spoiled the eyes of the audience.
Carrick finds Nani. Feel like a threat, United. Nani's going to be boxed in there. Oh, brilliant skill from Nani. Beaten 2 men. He's beaten 3 men. Park coming in. It's gone in. Magnificent play from Nani. Stunning.
Nani, who has top quality, has succeeded in contributing various titles to MU, including the English Premier League and Champions League. However, the impact he had on the team made fans increasingly loudly think that he was not as great as Cristiano Ronaldo. Shadows of share that fans pinned on him. This is the result of the compatibility of fans who see that Nani's background is not much different from Ronaldo's. Nani and Cher, who are fellow players from Portugal, play in the same position and have almost similar game characters, making fans always give him high expectations on his shoulders. A bit like Ronaldo, Nani is a nimble winger. His speed and skill in dribbling tricks and creating opportunities in deadly areas are the characteristics of players who often carry out acrobatic celebrations.
Told you, what did I say, Christopher? Rooney looking for the hat-trick, remember. Nani's clean through, surely. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. And Arsenal are being put to the sword here. 5-1.
Irenia is also equipped with 2 legs, which have almost the same ability and strength, which makes him often create spectacular goals.
Not his best touch for Scholes. Finds Nani. One-on-one with Zabaleta again. There's Rooney. Overhead kick! Oh my word! That's amazing! That's sensational! I just can't believe what I've seen! Only Wayne Rooney can produce a piece of genius like that!
Joining one of the best clubs of his time, Nani did not consider his existence at MU as a big event. He actually doesn't want all the things in you to be exaggerated. Wasted is probably the right word for Nani. He had regrets, especially when MU's coaching chair changed hands at the end of season 12. Extending his contract in 2013 actually makes him a person who has made mistakes. In fact, at that time, Juventus came to offer him a contract and asked him to move to Turin to work under the direction of Antonio Conte. However, United's management at the time asked him to stay at Old Trafford as the club was entering a period of transition. As is known, the arrival of David Moyes and Louis van Gaal after the resignation of Celera Leverkusen, who decided to retire, actually made Nani lose its charisma and main place even more. His increasingly marginalized fate at Old Trafford led MU to lend him to Sporting Lisbon in August, in an attempt to restore his performance. only a season was there. Although he played well enough by scoring 12 goals and aces for Lisbon side Manchester United, they didn't want him back as Nani was considered to have lost his major impact. During his season at Old River, Nani has scored 41 goals and 71 SIs from 230 games. He also contributed 4 English League titles and a Champions League. After the 2014-15 season ended, Manchester United sold him to vendor Beat before eventually performing at La Liga side Valencia. With Valencia, Nani, who appeared in 25 Liga appearances, was not able to do much. He was only able to bring the club to a foothold in the 12th grade at the end of the class. After that, he went to various clubs around the world.
Defending. Now, is this the moment for Portugal? It certainly is. Nani, just like that.
Despite his status as a player who lost his way, he was still able to make a big contribution to Portugal, shortly winning the 2016 European Cup. This is clearly not a coincidence and is not surprising. The reason is that once again, Nani is a player with great talent and deserves such high praise. After becoming the King of Europe, Nani then continued his journey to Lazio, Orlando City, Venice, Melbourne, and when this video was made, he defended Adanade, responding in the Turkish Premier League at the age of 37.
Hemen hareketlendirdi Yusuf'u. Geçti top savunma arkasına. Yusuf Sarı girdi içeriye. Yusuf çevirdi. Sekti Uğurcan. Nani! Nani! Nani!
His career after leaving MU is no longer flashy. But what must be remembered, Luis Nani has managed to get out of the bad luck that befell him as a child. In fact, not only himself, he also brought his loved ones out of poverty and nothingness.
Driven by Nani, he scores!
That is the story of Luis Nani, one of Portugal's greatest talents, overshadowed by Ronaldo. Even so, his name will be remembered as one of the world's best talents. Thank you, Luis Nani.